If I were to ask my younger self if he was proud of me, I honestly couldn't tell you what he would say. Because on paper, it feels like he should, right? I used to dream of having a physique like mine, of achieving better skin, good digestion, high energy, and not struggle after having a meal. Not being worried about having this meal and then brain fog kicks in, new breakouts, and just getting bloated and just looking like a subhuman in a way where you're trying to improve yourself, but you end up looking worse than people who are just doing bad habits. It didn't make sense at the time for me. And now that I've understood what were the actual symptoms I was going through, what were the root causes, and I've been able to fix mostly pretty much all of them and constantly improve. As you can tell, I'm not using any artificial light to record this video. I'm using a candle to not disrupt my circadian rhythm. Everything I've been doing is pretty much intentional, right? But something is missing, man. Like something just feels off. And the version of myself that was 14, 59 kg, skinny, no girls respected me, I was super insecure. My own friends that I knew from childhood, they would talk crap behind my back, they would go out and not invite me, and then I'd see on their stories on Instagram, and I'd just be like, why, what? And then one time I went out with this friend of mine and I took off my shirt, and he just starts pointing out and making fun of me because of my chest. And you can tell right now, it feels normal, at least in my head it's normal. But I had the insane scoliosis, and so you could tell like a big curvature. You can even tell here still. But guess what? After all this work I've done, you can't even tell anymore. And I look jacked as hell. My chest is probably one of my biggest strengths in my physique. So just like that, after all this work, I should be proud, right? But guess what? The 14-year-old, the 15-year-old, the 16-year-old version of me that was just so fucking pissed off, so fucking drained every day, going to school, sitting there for 8 hours, full of acne, skinny, 59 kg, and liked a girl in my class, but was just scared to go approach her. And then my own friend knew I'd like her, and he would text her and start dating her. And these were the type of things I was going through on a day to day. So, and then I'd get home because of bad grades. My parents would start telling me, "What the fuck, you gotta study, study." So I'd sit down at the desk and just stare at the books. Stare at the books for hours under artificial light inside, when I could be outside running or doing something, just enjoying life. No, I was staring at the books, pretending I was studying. And then 10 p.m. would kick in, 11 p.m., I'd go to my room, and it'd be the best moment of my life. Suddenly, all that tiredness, all that numbness went away, and I just be crushing it on the push-ups, 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 sit-ups, train abs. And it started with me training abs in my bed, and I'd be feeling my abs, and I would just be super proud of myself, like just feeling it, just feeling some muscles there. And then I just keep going every night, and then I'd be even more sleep deprived. The next day I'd fall asleep in class, I'd stare at the wall being depressed as hell because the teacher separated me from my only one real friend. So I was just in the corner of a class staring at the wall all day, just thinking suicidal stuff. And bam, nighttime comes, I keep working out, signing into boxing. Before I was in basketball, I was training super hard in basketball, trying to be the best in the team because I sucked and was pretty much excluded from the team, like didn't even fit in. But I just be going out, doing my best, and ended up playing more time in the games than all the other dudes, which were better than me. And I was like the weird kid in there in the basketball team because I was like quiet. They were talking about some class girls and stuff, and I would be like, what? I'm not a cool guy to be talking about that in a way. And then joined boxing, such a breakthrough moment for me, like getting hit in the face, watching Fight Club. Man, it's it brings me joy. Like those moments were of struggle, 100%, but they bring me joy thinking back, man. And if you go through my channel, you can see all my journey. It started with me just picking my camera and recording a random 100 pull-up video, which I didn't even knew what a pull-up was. I just did chin-ups. So bad form chin-ups, man. Terrible form. But I was just doing it, man. And I just watched back some of my old videos of self-improvement, mainly not about like holistic health, healing your gut and skin, just mainly about self-improvement, which is the foundation to achieve anything. Is always a good mindset. I was looking back and I'm thinking, what the hell, man? This guy is wiser than me. Like this guy, which is 15, 16, he's spitting sauce for my current self. Like I was speaking to the future self of me. It's crazy. And for example, like I'm gonna give you an example. I just watched one where he was talking about, when you feel like shit, when you're feeling like terrible, what you need to do is meditate and okay. I'm gonna play a video of me right now. It's crazy, man. This guy is literally speaking to me. He's literally speaking to me, and supposedly I'm far ahead than him. This was 2 years ago. I've been putting in more work. I have 2 more years of boxing experience, on going to the gym, on training, on approaching girls, on all of the factors, making money online and all this stuff. But guess what? I felt more fulfilled in a way in making these videos like 2 years ago. And to record this video that I'm recording right now, it took me like 15 tries, bro. 15 tries to just, I gotta make the best hook, the best intro, in order to capture the attention from people. It took me 15 tries, man. While when I was making those videos, guess what? I just pressed record, I just yelled at the camera, I didn't even care. It's crazy. And this got me thinking a lot. Not thinking, acting. Because before I came over here to my room, I had dinner with my family and I sat down and I just randomly went on Netflix. Like I don't watch TV at all, but I just went on it. And I clicked on a show which you probably have seen some shorts about. It is about that anime of a boxer. It's the kid that wants to be a boxer and he joins this boxing coach, and all that. I'm gonna put a clip here, okay? And it just sparked me the fire again. Like the fire sparked, as you can see, of that journey, the process, man, of just freaking loving it. And just wanting to be the best, just being blessed every day and just wanting to be the best. And so I came into my room and I got an entire abs workout and some 100 push-ups, did 100 push-ups, did a full abs workout and did a sit-up, wall sit. Did a wall sit and did some leg sit. That's it. Some L sit. Exactly. And never felt better. Okay, never felt better than this moment right here. It's not the most optimal because I should be in bed as of right now. The sunset has went down. I should be in bed. But guess what? The spark just lit it up a bit. Not full, but just a bit. And it's not like I am not doing the good habits. I just went to the gym a few hours ago with a friend of mine. But it's not giving me the spark anymore. As in, it's not pushing me beyond the discomfort zone. You can be doing all the good habits. You can be going to boxing. You can be going to the gym. You can be eating the best food. But guess what? If that no longer breaks your comfort zone, then that spark isn't there anymore. And you just keep losing yourself. Like you just keep fading away, man. And it's freaking crazy because I used to have even more discipline when I was skinny. Like my abs, let me show you. I mean, they're not bad, but you can see there's some fat in that. This is the body dysmorphia. No, it's not the body dysmorphia. It's because I haven't trained abs in a freaking long time, dude. I got complacent about it. Got complacent and just accepted being mediocre. Being freaking mediocre. Now, I don't know where this video is taking, if it's even helping you, bringing value, I don't care. This is for documentation's purpose. Documentation, that's the freaking key, is documentation. And I feel like that has been the number one issue with my channel. I've went on making really purposeful educational videos, which is definitely the best to get views, to educate, to even get clients. But I've lost that spark inside of me of just wanting to do this out of love, out of purpose. And it's the same thing with the gym. Like if you do, I was going to the gym, training at home just for the sake of it. There's no point in that, man. I had limiting beliefs of thinking my physique is already good enough. It can't even get better. I need better equipment, better weight, more food to bulk up. It's all limiting beliefs that I'm putting on myself. Limiting beliefs to avoid the action, the action which is required to break the comfort zone. And you will only be able to progress once you make the unconscious conscious. That's how it works. You make the unconscious conscious and you progress. If you have been walking wrong, you've been walking with duck feet, okay? Duck feet, guess what? That's unconscious, and that's why you now have developed scoliosis or recessed joint. If you've been mouth breathing, for example, that was all unconscious behavior that led you to messed up, results. Then you become conscious, oh, I'm breathing wrong. Or maybe you get conscious, oh, I'm breathing right. I was actually breathing right already with my diaphragm. Okay, so let's keep doing this. And you put more intention into it, you put more action, and bam, you make progress. This is how you progress. You make the unconscious conscious. Once you stop making unconscious conscious, you know that you're not progressing. That's how you know. And recently, that's what happened to me. I made all these shifts in the beginning. When I was 14, unconscious, just going through the motions, just seeking pleasure, eat junk food, and jerk off every day, and just be a loser. Just socialize for the sake of it because it feels good. They disrespect me, but it feels good, so screw it about disrespect. I was just an unconscious freaking zombie, we can say. Then I became conscious. Okay, what the fuck am I doing? I only live once, let's make it happen. Let's start self-development and train hard. Do better habits, use some mouth tape when I'm going to bed. All that stuff. Eat cleaner. All that stuff, okay? I became conscious, so I made changes. Then, okay, we're still having acne, what's going on? Maybe it's not about eating cleaner because I've already done this so many times, eating clean. Let's turn the unconscious conscious again. Oh, it's not about eating just clean, it's about eating local and seasonal because the information that's on the food needs to be aligned with the information that my body is getting. So for example, the theorem levels, which is the water side of things when it comes down to food. If you are eating the foods that are from the tropicals and you're in high latitudes, the information is totally different. The fruit in the tropicals has high amounts of deuterium, which if you have them in high latitudes, you do not have the sun, the same amount of sun that was used to create those fruits, which will allow you to deplete that deuterium, which is going to slow down your mitochondria, because your mitochondria is what produces energy in your body. Therefore, it's what allows you to have clear skin. Everything requires energy, good hair, skin, building muscle, energy, right? If you do not have enough energy efficiency through your mitochondria function, guess what? You cannot afford to have clear skin. And that's how you fix these root causes, is by turning the unconscious conscious. That's all I've been doing. But recently, I didn't even notice that many changes in my unconscious to conscious. Didn't. And that's why I feel this bit of emptiness, because I've just been going through the new motions. It's not about pleasures anymore. It's about just doing the good habits kind of for the sake of them. There isn't intention behind them. And as I was training 30 minutes ago, there was pure intention behind it. In my mind, I was thinking about some really messed up thing that I saw today, which I'm going to tell you, because you need to be reminded of this, okay? You are not watching this video for no reason. It's been given it to you for a reason, okay? So as I was coming with my friend to home after the gym, we went by an accident, a car accident. And if I'm telling you this, you can already guess it wasn't good. It wasn't good, okay? All I can tell you is that a car went against a truck. The lady was 22 years old, and her head, and there was a child on the seat on her side. You know what happened? The child just started running, just purely traumatized. And yeah, this is bad. You know, this is really bad. You know, and I was reflecting on this crap, thinking, God damn it, this child is never gonna be able to sleep again. This child is never gonna sleep again, correctly, man. And I'm getting goosebumps as I'm saying this, okay, and getting a bit of a tear in my eyes. But the point is that what a blessing is to be alive, man. Like that 22-year-old woman. I know, I'm not sure if she was drunk or not. That's what people are kind of saying, but that 22-year-old woman was planning on going to some place. Like let's go to the groceries. She was planning on doing something like that. And in 1 second, she's gone. And you want to know, the crazy thing is that if you asked her, before she went to the groceries, for example, if you asked her, oh, why don't you go run 10 marathons right now? No, not 10 marathons. You go run 50 marathons. Right now, you go run 50 marathons instead of going to the groceries. She would probably go crazy and say, what the hell, 50 marathons? No, I'm never gonna do that. Why would I ever go run 50 marathons? But guess what? With this perspective in mind, that by her getting the groceries that happened, the accident, she would do everything in the world to go run those 50 marathons. Everything, like she would give up on everything to go run those 50 marathons. Suddenly those 50 marathons were like the best thing in the world, man. The best thing in the world. And so it's about how you frame things. It's about how you're framing the reality, the pain. And Now I literally do not want to go to bed. I just want to keep working hard because one day it'll be my turn and your turn will be another day. And we just need to keep on pushing, man. Keep on pushing and not forget that we aren't here to achieve some fucking goals. Like, oh, I'm achieved clear skin. I've achieved clear skin. Now I can go back to eating some dairy, which I knew was breaking me out. But, I actually just have a few breakouts here. I can actually drink A2 dairy. Like, sure, that isn't ideal, but let me try. I see it all the time, like all the fucking time. Like I see it with hundreds of people that I, talk on the DMs and clients I've helped. They always make this excuse, I gotta go back to some dairy. And they haven't even fully cleared their skin. What's the point, brother? What's the point? You're just doing it out of that pleasure right there. Instead of doing the things with intention. And it starts with the small habits, starts with the small freaking things, the small lies you tell yourself. You tell that person you're gonna be on time, you arrive 1 minute late. They has already created a subconscious identity of yourself that you're not the type of person that sticks with your word. You end up going, as you see those friends at the beach, you go meet them, but they didn't invite you to the beach. But you go there and you greet them and you stay there for 10 minutes, and it ends up being 1 hour, you stay there with them. But deep down in your subconscious, you remember that 1 year ago you had said to yourself, you were not gonna tolerate that type of thing, that you would not be hanging out with people that did not invite you, that did not care about you, they saw you as a second option. But you did not stick with that. And your subconscious keeps creating this identity, keeps seeing the patterns happening, and does not trust you, man. So, as with everything, intention is the number one key. Intention on what you're doing. Not just doing the good habits for the sake of doing them, but turning them conscious to make sure you keep progressing, to make sure you keep getting fulfilled, so you can enjoy life as much as possible, because that day is coming for you, man, just like with all of us. And that's not a bad thing. That's not a bad thing at all. Do not be afraid of it. Just be afraid of never living in the first place. Be afraid of making those excuses saying, oh, I can't wake up at 4 a.m. today because my sleep isn't fully optimized. Yes, getting good quality sleep, fixing your circadian rhythm is a must if you want to get clear skin, high energy, good digestion. But, motherfucker, if you keep having some dairy, if you can't meditate 10 minutes a day, if you can't stick with the right actions, you keep getting under artificial light, you keep snacking, if you keep jerking off here and there and just keep snapping back, you waking up at 4 a.m. isn't gonna freaking be the issue and cause you more acne and cause you more brain fog and digestive issues. It's not gonna be the freaking issue, man. It's actually gonna be the solution, because it's gonna give you that spark, that fire again inside of your heart that's gonna allow you to carry with that intensity on your day-to-day, so you can say no to those snacking, say no to jerking off, say no to the disrespect from others, and therefore you achieve better mental health, better digestion, because you're in a rest and digest, not in a fight or flight, stressed out about getting bullied or something. No, everything is becoming aligned, your actions, your environment, and therefore your results follow, your skin, your digestion, your physique. But it all starts with the intention you put in on a day-to-day. And waking up at 4 a.m. or getting that late night 1 a.m. workout training abs in your bed, sleeping on the floor, those can actually be the things that spark that light. And by sparking the light, the fire goes everywhere and you get everything you wanted. And as I was thinking about this, talking with my friend on our way from the gym to home, I told him, You know, in order to get your driver's license, which is something pretty much everybody can get, right? It's something simple. You just sign up on the school, you go to the classes, 50 classes, 20 classes, 20 driver's license class, 20 driving classes, 20 listening classes. You go there, you do that crap, and then you pass. You do the exam and you pass, okay? The same energy that it takes for that to take your driver's license is the same energy that it takes to become a millionaire, to become a aesthetic, high performer, driven person. You look good, you achieve your dream life, you build a purposeful career, you create a family. All those things, they require the same energy as getting your driver's license. And you might be saying, that doesn't make sense. Like, clearly, achieving clear skin, an aesthetic physique, a six-pack is way harder than, getting your driver's license. But no, or becoming a billionaire. Even a billionaire, yes. It's way harder. No, it's not. And I'm explaining to you why it's not. Because every single day, you wake up with 20 brain points, let's say. For the analogy, 20 brain points, which is your mental capacity, your energy that you can put out into the world. It's 20 brain points. Every single day you wake up with that. Now it can be higher depending on, the quality of sleep you got, depending on how your environment is, if it's helping you to get better, if it's taking you energy, draining you. That's gonna depend. It can help you, can be higher brain points or less. But let's say you start with 20 on default, 20 brain points on default. Now you get to decide on what you're gonna use these brain points. You can choose to, take your driver's license. That can take 4 brain points. Let's say, imagine that takes 4 brain points to take your driver's license. And it takes 20 brain points to become a millionaire. Now, it took the exact same energy on a day-to-day to take your driver's license and become a millionaire. Because you had, on both scenarios, 20 brain points. Yes, on one scenario, you choose to only use 4 brain points for this goal, and then you probably wasted all the other brain points on random crap like scrolling, or maybe on your job, or in studying for something. You freaking diverse your brain points. But on the other side, to become a millionaire, to achieve clear skin, high energy, good digestion, whatever the important goal is, a beautiful wife, a loving family, whatever that goal is, it took 20 brain points. Maybe all the energy, the mental energy you have on a day-to-day. But in both realities, you have the exact same energy. It's about how you chose to use it. So you can never say and have excuses of, oh, I can't achieve this certain thing, I can't achieve that. Because if it is possible to achieve it, then it's just as simple as taking your driver's license. Because it is possible to take your driver's license, right? That is something possible. Everybody believes they can do it. Like, it's so common in our world. Everybody can take their driver's license. That's why I'm using this example, because everybody can do it. And everybody has that confidence in them that they can do it. Bam, you can do that. Guess what? You can also become a millionaire. Like, that's something possible. Like, it's not all, only 1% chance. No, it's generally possible to become a millionaire. It's not impossible, it's possible. Therefore, they're in the same position. And every single day you wake up with a certain amount of energy. It's about how you use it. And that's going to determine whether you achieve it or not. But on an energy side of thing, in a mental energy aspect, it takes the exact same level. Now, this goes to show that you can achieve anything, there's no excuses, and you only live once, brother. You never know. You gotta be always be cautious, because time is the most valuable thing. Not just about saving up time, but living in the moment, and you want to maximize this mental capacity, these brain points, so you can achieve better goals and climb up the marvelous hierarchy of needs. You want to achieve self-actualization, right? You don't want to just stay with food, shelter. And guess what? That requires for your reality to get better, for you to achieve clear skin, high energy, good digestion. That's gonna allow you to have better mental clarity on a day-to-day, so you can then apply it on meaningful stuff, on building their business, on helping your family, retiring your family, getting that dream of yours of building a school that was able to, let children be creative and not just sit down under artificial light and be listening and just writing, taking notes, and actually learn and developed neurons in their brain by doing crazy physical activity. You can achieve all those things, but you need to be smart. You need to focus on the high leverage things in order to get more, to then give it back. So I hope this video fired you, man, because it did fire me, okay? Being able to just speak my thoughts into the camera, even though it might not look the most fancy YouTube video, probably won't get many views. I know one day it can inspire somebody, and if it doesn't inspire somebody, it's part of it, okay? It's an experience that I'm having here, an experience of recording and speaking to the camera, because truthfully I'm learning about myself as I'm speaking here, and that's what everybody should be doing. So thank you for watching this video, man. Subscribe. If you have any questions or you need help, then text me on Instagram in the description, and I will help you out, of course, brother. Now, see you on the next one.